Woo-wee. Wow, it's a full house tonight, y'all. Wait a minute, it's looking like a club in this thing. Is this a
Right.
Pastor Ox club edition? I don't know. Y'all tell me, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, co-hostess. Wait a minute. Hold up. Something missing. What we got? With all these people, there's only one thing missing. You tell me what we missing right now.
DJ, drop that shit.
Yeah, highlight.
Damn, Melissa.
Don't forget the real though. Yeah, yeah. I bet you won't turn me up. What's that you bumping? It ain't vibing hard enough. Hey, no. Check my playlist, guaranteed you ain't hit top. From the indies to the mainstream, bringing all the stuff. Music talks for Dwayne and Janean. Run it up. Run it. Huh. Pass that ox. Pass that ox.
Hey.
Bobby, through you. Back on the scene, Dwayne and Janean. I'm bringing the facts. They know what I mean. Music comparisons, yeah, it's embarrassing. Up in the Ford, I feel like I'm Harrison. Back on the facts.
Gentlemen,
I didn't know he had bars like that.
You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody about my mic.
I must have been asleep.
we
Yeah, you was snoozing on the kid.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
in the cut doing his music.
we in the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what it is. Hey, y'all see, y'all, it's a party, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is, bro. This right here, Ninja. This right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here to let y'all know, hey, welcome to another episode of Pass the Ox. Man, y'all, whew, boy, it's been a minute. I mean, shoot, it's been a hot minute. I left for a little bit, came back, and I got a full house in this thing. Like, bruh, what?
Popping up out of nowhere.
What? Dang, you know what I'm saying? I miss my people. Look, man, y'all can already see. Y'all know what the vibes is. Y'all already know what time it is. Look, it's late, but we having fun in a late night turn up sessions. It's past the ox, baby, and that's how we do it right here on OTS. It's your boy, your residential neighborhood podcast mediator himself, the Prince of Botch, the man of many words. You know, the fiend, the intro, all that good stuff, man. Your boy Dwayne in the building, joined by my co-hostess with the mostest. You already know it as the queen of Clutch It, Miss Bougie Thuggin herself, Janean.
What's happening?
Now, Janean, hold on, wait, now, hold on now. You got a special guest that is joining us as a special guest. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if they don't see the resemblance, I don't know how they can already put two and two together. But still, I'm gonna let the co-hostess, introduce our guest of this evening.
This is my original BFF. I have no memories of life before this young man entered into the situation. He is a dope skateboarder. He's a gamer. He's a comedian. He's the life of the party. Every time he shows up, he shows out. Yes. He has his own YouTube channel, Everything Charles, right?
Yep. On all goddamn platforms.
Yeah. Come on.
It's on YouTube.
Well, yeah, just on YouTube.
Yeah, so all platforms that's on YouTube.
That was a joke.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
But this is my baby brother who's not so much a baby anymore, Charles.
Grown man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know. Got the full grown beard in that thing. Yes, sir. Rugged it on, you already know. Come on, baby. Hey, y'all already know.
Y'all remember, y'all remember when y'all would be little, y'all would take like little butter knives and put the thing right in your hands?
Or straw.
Or straws at least.
It's so weird.
I'm holding.
It's weird how you have like you do the same things as other people and don't realize it.
Don't realize it. Yeah. Like, remember the little fake paper Freddy Krueger claws?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. God, I forgot about those.
Yeah, or the little the little paper ninja stars.
No, the stars were.
No, man. Look, always remember, man. No matter what, don't matter how old you get, always keep that imagination and that creativity in your brain, bro. How old you get?
Do kids even still do the little fortune paper game anymore?
No.
I love that game.
I used to do MASH too. Did y'all used to do MASH?
I love that game.
MASH.
So MASH was where you wrote like MASH it was like married, single, something. You'd pick like names, you would pick like cities, you would pick like honeymoons, and then
Is this a
you
game
would
girls play?
swirl it. Yeah, and so like
Okay.
you'd like
That's
draw
probably
this little
why.
swirly thing. The person to say stop, you count, and then like, you basically go down and like scratch out until each category has just one left. You would at the end you would find out whether or not you were married or single, to who, your honeymoon. Like it was like it basically planned out your life.
See, yeah,
Wow.
I never even heard of that till just now.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do it
That-
and I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna throw it up for
You know-
throwback Thursday.
So funny is I would love to know how accurate a lot of those were from back in the day to
Nah.
this present day.
Nah.
I don't know. You never know. Some people
Nah.
might have actually
Hold up. Did you
strange
ever
things have
take the apple and twist it around and like say the alphabet as you twisted it, and then once it broke off, that's the letter that your spouse is supposed to have?
I feel like I did that before.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never knew about that.
Yeah, I laid on so many letters.
Who is Derek's soulmate? Next time a Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Who is
No,
Derek
Find out
gonna be?
next time.
Who's this Pokemon?
Gotta
Even
catch
Even though
them
I'm
all.
pretty sure I did land on R.
Wow.
Pretty sure I did one day.
Wow.
So
Hint,
yeah.
hint, 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 hint. You know who you are. You know who you are, ladies and gentlemen.
Special lady out there, you know who you talking to. know who you
Yeah, you
are.
already know. You know it.
Can you hear me?
There it is. There it is. Yeah, look, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, we can't forget to introduce the man. You've already heard his voice. Y'all know him, man. He's a resident child. He's the creator of OTS. You already know the hardest working man in show business. You know what I mean? Yeah, give him what it is. Give and take. You already know how he does. And you love to hear his opinions, whether you hate it, love to hate it, hate to love it, all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome none other than Mr. Derek Maya.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's
Wagwan.
up? Wagwan, man.
Wagwan.
Clive, baby. There you go.
It's
Clive,
hunting
come on.
season.
This is the wildest intro I think we've ever had on
It is. It's the longest intro we've had.
It's the longest intro, but you
wildest,
gotta love it.
longest,
The
sporadic.
wildest, longest, most epic intro of all intros, and it ain't even done because we
And-
still got another guest coming that y'all probably know very well. Y'all have had him as a familiar, and you know he's gonna be popping up in this thing at some point eventually. So
I don't even
might
know.
as well go ahead and introduce. You know, yeah, you know, might as well introduce the man. You know,
What?
tell him who he is. I mean, well, you know,
Tell the
he-
world. I don't know who
I mean, you know, he's a man, you know, with a lot of charisma. You know, I mean, a lot of times they call him a lover boy. They call him, you know, the guy with the bag. You know, the guy who comes through and turns up the life of a party in his own right, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, the Michael Jackson loving Usher repping. You already know him, known as Mr. Darren, who's going to be joining us pretty shortly as well. So, you know, might as well get that in there for the editing purposes, you know, and all that good stuff. So, boom, there you go. Thank me later, Derek. I know all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me go ahead and slide something that,
Oh, I'm not sliding that anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
keeping
not
that
sliding.
right here.
Give-
And then when Darren pops in, that's just it.
There it is. It's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Purple rain.
You've already heard it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And so, without further ado, let's get right into this thing, man. Y'all already know how we like to kick off the vibes of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, we start by basically saying what has been in our ears. So,
Well, let's do guests first. What has been in your ears? This is whatever you've been listening to this week.
Well, to be honest, I've been hearing that new J. Cole album.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Next.
Well, to be honest, I went back to the Migos song. I honestly
Oh,
like
yeah.
they've been real turned up, like real like real rap. Like my phone broke recently, but everything's okay. I was able enough to get my songs back on my radio. Bluetooth,
come on.
Okay.
Bluetooth activate. Let's go. I'll be able to get back in the music game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
regardless of, I've been back in my Migos game. Future, You know what I'm saying? High tech. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. High tech, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Let me see what else I've been on. I've been on my throwback music like Computer Love. Boom,
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Little Zapping Rogers. Okay.
You know
Yeah.
that shit. Earth, Wind and Fire. I've been hearing some music like that. I've been in the trenches, y'all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, honestly, but this whole rap game, I feel like it's the same beat over and over and over again. But I feel
From the
like
young guys.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
From the young guys, yeah.
Guys, but when you go back into that old school stuff, you just can't go wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Most definitely.
Feel that, sir.
feel that.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it. Well, of course, now that the guest is given his opportunity, which by the way, that had to be the most
I feel like I fell off.
positively depressing, positive uh reaction I ever got when you mentioned your broken phone in the process. I mean, I've never heard someone sound so depressed yet so positive
Oh, he
in
was
the
hurt.
depression,
Man, I
right?
was
Like
hurt, man.
hurts
3
yet
days
positive
ago.
in the same sentence. It was very amazing. You did well, sir. You did
Yeah.
very well there. I like that. So, Madame, as the residential first lady of the hour in the building and the show, ladies first now. What has been in your ears, ma'am?
So my what's in my ears is kind of long-winded, so I apologize in advance. So we got to get this out. So I don't think we did a episode since Mother's Day, but one of my Mother's Day gifts was the SZA Control album on a vinyl.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so that was really dope. So I've been listening to a lot of SZA. I think that album is just so dope because she is able to speak on a lot of the insecurities you may feel within a relationship or whenever you're like dating or whatever, but then flip it to be like acknowledging the fact that you may aid in some of these insecurities, but overall, like I need to be in control of it. So that was dope. So because I got that on vinyl for Mother's Day, me and my husband, one of our new traditions is we go down to Little Five Points here in Atlanta and we go to Criminal Records and we browse and we just
Oh
pick up
yeah,
vinyls.
yeah.
So last weekend we got Travis Scott Astroworld and we got Erica Baduism. And on Monday, I like cleaned up the whole house and I lit an incense. And our record player has Bluetooth speakers. So we took the Bluetooth speakers outside and we were drinking brews, smoking hookah, and it was a whole vibe. That album is like chef's kiss. It's like, it's amazing at how timeless it is, but every time you listen to it, it's going to hit different depending on where you are and what you're going through and whoop de whoop and so on and so forth. So that was cool. And I listened to Khaled Khaled by DJ Khaled.
Yep.
And
I like that song right there.
yeah, I think I had to acknowledge the fact that I kind of count Khaled out without even really giving him a chance because I assume it's going to be corny or I think it's just going to be like these cookie cutter radio tracks. But I think that there is a gift or a talent in being able to pick the perfect artist to collab on a track because her and Migos on Crazy is ridiculous. It was nice to hear Justin Timberlake. He has a couple of nice tracks on there. So rocked with that. And Nicki Minaj dropped Beat Me Up Scotty on all streaming platforms with 4 new bonus tracks, I want to say. And seeing Green with her, Wayne, and Drake was like, I needed it. I didn't know I needed it.
Reunion.
But I needed it. When I heard the flick the bic at the beginning of the track, I was like, oh, I know this is about to be lit.
Reunited.
I just knew it.
Good.
It was so good. It was nice hearing Wayne on that track because I have not heard him come hard like that in a
Old
while.
Wayne. Yes, that was
It
old
was
Wayne.
very much old Wayne.
Yes,
That shit
old
was
Wayne.
fire, man. Nikki was popping shit. I like that. I like when she gets into her bag. Drake never disappoints. It was a couple bars in there. We don't have to deep dive because that is not what this show is. This particular episode is about.
We saved
But
that for another show called Theology.
He said, I get more plaques than toothbrushes. I said, okay, with the toothbrushes, you know what I mean?
Come on
you
now.
know, it was just he just went slap the fuck off as he does. So yeah, I've been enjoying the music that's been coming out as of late. Long story short.
2021, baby. 2021. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. Ooh.
Mainly Cole. I ain't even gonna front. Mainly Cole.
Of course.
Yeah.
Expected.
We'll get into that later.
That's messed up. I try to say the same thing. Like, oh, don't say that.
I he's gonna get into it later.
Yeah, I can't say anything about it. But I did listen to a little bit of Nipsey, listen to a little bit of Jay-Z. The Khaled Khaled album, I'm still kind of like working through that. I can't front. What I heard, I wasn't rocking with it.
You don't like the Her and Migos?
I didn't listen to that yet.
All right, do
Yeah.
that.
So what I listened to, I only listened to like 2 or 3 tracks already. Because once I started listening to it, I was like, nah, I switched it over to Cole. And this was before the album came out, so I didn't even care. But I listened to Cardi B's track. I don't know why he was going wild over getting those vocals, because that was probably one of the weakest tracks I've heard Cardi on in a long time.
Really?
Lyrically, that
Shameless plug, but on our plugged in episode, yeah. So on our plugged in episode, we talked about being able to tell the difference between an artist when they like just kind of write something and then they find a beat to go with it versus getting a beat and like forcing it. I fuck with the energy Cardi brought. I definitely think it was like a New York grimy gritty, but there was points where I felt like she really wasn't riding the beat the way that she needed to, kind of.
Yeah, it felt amateurish. It felt amateurish to me.
Yeah.
And then like with Jay-Z and Nas, love both of them. But come on. To me, that felt like underneath their level. You know,
were they doing it for the lyricism or for the gems that?
For the gems.
It was definitely for the gems.
It was for the gems. And that's the thing. Like I'm used to them still dropping gems with like lyrics. Like I didn't get that with this. It just felt like, they're just dropping gems, and I'm still trying to work through the whole B thing that Jay was saying, like that. Whatever. It didn't match their level. To me, that was subpar Nas, subpar Jay, and that's what I hated about it. That made me not want to listen to the rest of the album, to be completely honest.
Can we talk about how people will put Puff on a track to scream at us and tell us that we ain't shit and that we have to go harder, and yet it works? No, it's not. Like, he'll be like, you're not going hard enough. You need to go through the fire. You be like, I'm going through it, Diddy. Like, I'm about to, like, it's on.
I'm right there.
Like, he finds a way. Yeah, like, he finds a way to motivate you by screaming at you. Literally on a track. That's it. He's not rapping. He's not singing. He's screaming at you. But it works.
It works. Yeah. It works. I mean, I can attest. Shoot, it's funny because speaking to people who like to scream on tracks, or I guess he doesn't really necessarily scream on tracks, but darn sure can talk on tracks in an inspirational form for a guy who doesn't really sing or rap, for that matter. But yeah, recently found myself listening to a collab I never thought I knew I ever needed or would ever see coming, but actually liked it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking none other than Kurt Franklin and Lil Baby. Who would have thought these two would have collabed on a track together? Of all people to collab and for all freaking albums, Space Jam's new album. I see what they're trying to do. I get it. You're trying, Kelly. You got me with that. You got me with that one. That was a nice, pleasant surprise. Although I will say, I said to myself, now where was Kurt Franklin when the first Space Jam was out? Because he was doing music then anyway. So I don't understand why the heck you couldn't have put him on that track. So I don't know.
He was big during that time too.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, if you can get on
R. Kelly probably definitely overshined him.
Yeah, you're right. Because I believe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they could have shared some credit. I don't know.
Since talking about Space Jam, I can definitely say that in a way, the old Space Jam is always gonna be the best. But with this new legacy stuff, I don't know, man. I gotta see it for myself. I mean, I'm not trying to, bandwagon the fact that LeBron is gonna be the new, logo for Space Jam. I mean, he earned it, but I'm saying that like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that though, man. Like I don't know. Like,
this is what I think I'm going to end up.
Please tell me. I don't know how.
This is what I think I'm going to end up judging it on.
Please.
The soundtrack.
Yeah, there you go.
The soundtrack, because to be completely honest, the movie is going to be the movie. Like I'm not looking at it to be the same as Jordan's. It's going to be a different thing. So what's going to tell me if it is on the same level is the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen to this track that they put out.
If you listen to this track, it's off to a great start with this one song.
Okay.
Now, like I said, it's just one song, but if any of the other ones are anything like how this one is, then that song right there is definitely a really, really good song. So I that was a recent listen of today. In terms of, I mean, guys, I know we haven't really linked in quite a while, so they're going like what Janean was saying, man, it's a little bit of everything, man. That week Cole dropped. Of course, it was Cole, but it was other artists I found that dropped stuff. Going back to the Nicki Minaj situation. That was Seeing Green was definitely right off top. Perfect way to start that thing, man. I probably played that track multitude of times, and really, really enjoyed that reunion, if you will, of YMC and B. Going back to what we were talking about with the whole DMX, Ja Rule, Jay-Z thing, how that would have been the only, RP DMX, how we were talking about these three would have been the only three to touch that three had that album drop that they were supposedly supposed to do together back then, so it's one of those things where it's like, it felt good to hear that refreshment, come back to 2010 for a second, 2010, 2013, a little bit. Those vibes felt good, especially Nicki kind of, throwing the shade at these current ladies on top, peep that.
Yeah, peep that.
Still my sons. Oh, okay. Still my sons.
Not one bitch could press me. I feel offended. like, y'all really just one?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Okay. That's a way to attack it. It's just all right. Making it known. You're doing a little Kim moment right there, but I see you, Nicki. I see you. You're doing exactly what Lil Kim did to you, but I get it. I see what's going on here. I get it.
Right.
Smart.
Can we bring Meg Thee Stallion into this too, or no?
She did. In a way, she did it. She was kind of throwing that in there too, a little bit. I don't know where she stands with her, but you can tell that was kind of sprinkled at both of them.
But do y'all think that Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B are really like best friends? Or they just you don't think so?
No, they're just cool.
To be completely honest, I don't know. With celebrities,
like
I really
camera, like off camera. Y'all
I'm pretty sure they rock with each other, but
like they're cool, but besties. I don't know.
To be completely honest, I don't pay attention to personal lives of celebrities. I mean, they put it out. They sometimes put it out there like you have no choice but to watch or listen to it. But I don't care, to be completely honest, about their personal stuff. That's why like I just listen to their music and just keep going. I think that's why it sucks when they do something and then it affects their music, like R. Kelly, right? Like it's like, come on, nigga. Like
now I got to make a decision.
Now I gotta stop messing with your music because you're an idiot. Like, that's the thing that sucks about it. But I really don't know.
Who knows, man?
Honestly, I'm not really all into like celebrities' lives and stuff, like how I'm hearing about A$AP Rocky and Rihanna going together.
Drake hurt.
Get married. I can't wait till they get married and have beautiful babies. I'm so excited.
Like he literally whispered in your ear, "You that pretty motherfucker." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Drake is hurt.
Yeah, I know he is. Like,
Drake is hurt, and probably Chris too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris already been hurt, but
yeah,
Chris already moved on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, bro, Chris, I don't know what the whole thing about Chris and Rihanna. I feel like he should never put his hands on her, but I feel like they were in the car beefing. She probably must have said something that really hurt him to make the fact that he had to, fight her.
No, but they both came out and said
like,
that
you know what, Chris,
she was.
You can't.
No. But they both came out and said that she, that she was assaulting him also.
Yeah, they were both in the wrong with that one. That's why, like, I really hate how everybody just went at Chris like he was the only one that did something.
It was
both of them.
Like the victim.
Yeah, it was both of them. It was both of them, and they were kids. Like at the same time, they're both kids.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It just honestly, I'm not all wrapped up in people's relationships. I mean, how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like it is at the end of it all. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
I thought that she'll be single all her life, but A$AP Rocky came through.
Hey,
swooped up.
A$AP Rocky was kind of like
Get over here.
That was a random. I didn't expect that.
No, but I thought that they had been linking up and like there was like rumors of them dating like 2012-ish.
See, but see again, I didn't care. Like I never paid attention to that. So for me, it was random as hell. Like, okay, all right, well, congratulations.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
It was like Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey getting together. That's how it felt. That's how random it felt to me. Like, oh,
right. No, that was different.
It was too random though.
It was random. Almost seemed like this ain't real. Like, but again, it's not that deep. It's not that serious to try to dig through it. But yeah.
You gotta love it, dude. You gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's yeah, pretty much. Like I said, a lot of stuff. I don't know, some Freddy Gibbs. Found myself on some Freddy Gibbs vibes. Street went on some. I don't know. I had a street rap phase for some reason where found myself listening to some Boozy Badass, some Yo Gotti, some like the just southern of the southern. You know what I'm saying? Type rap. Yeah, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't forget my boy Aha Gazelle because he dropped the album on me too, and I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty dope. Yeah, been in album mode myself, so I kind of just, a lot of highlight reel, I guess, in a sense, just off of getting ready to give these people something to listen to. So yeah, that's about it in the most part, and just catching up at speed of what all's been going around in the ears as of late, for the most part. So
I have two more to add, if I may. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. What you got?
There's this artist that I happened upon, Teddy Swims. He's from Atlanta. I feel like he's from Atlanta.
He might be.
He has a different sound, like it's almost like soul country, which people would argue country is soulful anyway, but like a trap country almost. dope artist. I want to look into him a little bit more, but he has a song called Burning This Bed or Bed Burning or something like that. But it's dope. And then I also came across this track by Chance the Rapper and Shawn Mendes, Boston Flossin' or Boss Flossin'. Like it has this like DC house music feel.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
And on constant repeat, like it is so good. And I'm not really like a diehard Chance fan or whatever, but definitely good.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No,
That's
sorry,
what's up.
he's someone that I kind of like fell off with a little bit too. I
Yeah.
like mixtape chance is
Yeah.
different from album chance, which mixtapes to me those mixtapes were albums.
Yeah. Coloring Book is top tier.
It was that was yeah yeah.
That's definitely a discussion for another day, peoples. I like that. That's another good topic to touch on: mixtapes versus albums, for sure. Especially with certain artists, because some artists actually make better albums than they do mixtapes. Some make better mixtapes than they do albums. It just depends on who you're talking about. But nonetheless, I do want to add one actually, Janine, since you added a collab. Here's a collab I never thought I would see either. In T Pain and Kaylani, they remixed
Ooh.
a song from T Pain. T Pain actually hopped on a remix of one of his own tracks, ladies and gentlemen, and Buy You a Drink. But the song's called I Like That. So it's really not relating to Buy You a Drink,
So
but the sample of the song is from Buy You a Drink.
Oh, it's a
So it's really,
sample, so it's
Nice.
not really a
Okay.
remix then.
okay.
yes, but no. Like he kind of plays off of it a little bit, but
Okay.
you can tell from a subject standpoint, it's kind of more of like talking about the lady's independence of she doesn't need me to do that. But again, like the sample is fire. I'm not gonna lie, because
Ooh, check it out.
when it starts off like buy you a drink, and you're thinking, oh snap, hold up, like it had a modern day update to it, and you're like, oh snap. And then as the song goes along, you're like, oh, this is a totally different song. It just has that sample of it in there, and really dope little vibe though. So shout out to Kaylani and T Pain, another collab I never thought I would
Hmm.
need, but I actually like it. Yeah,
I see
really
that
good.
working. I want to go listen to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
Check that out. Check that out. So moving on, Miss Janine, we're gonna turn this thing over to her with terms of what's been going on in the entertainment field as of late. What news has been roaming in the streets lately?
Not really sure about news, but I came across this clip that I wanted to talk about. So Mano and B Dot kind of got into this heated discussion. Basically, Mano, I guess B Dot gave a critique of Mano's project or his album that wasn't to Mano's liking. I guess B Dot didn't give it high reviews, and they're supposed to be homeboys.
Mhm.
And Mano's rant or why he got angry was he was saying, you know, like if you felt strongly about it in a negative way, that's something that should have been discussed behind closed doors, not necessarily in the media, because you know B Dot is a well-known journalist, and his opinion in music a lot of people listen to. And Mano was kind of on this thing where he was like, you know, you giving me a bad review can affect my livelihood, you know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So it made me think, because we do plugged in, and sometimes the submissions are from people that we know personally. It's like, at what point are you able to separate, okay, this is business, and this is my job, and you're putting out a project for the world to take in and to listen and to critique essentially, and we have to separate that from friendship. Or if you're really friends with somebody, are you supposed to always openly support, and if you do have a negative critique, kind of let them know behind the scenes essentially?
Silent.
Mm. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, art is going to be critiqued. Like if you're an artist, no matter what your medium is, you should know it's going to get some type of critique, review, whatever it is. I mean, if that's from someone that you're cool with or you're friends with or whatever, I personally don't think there's an issue with the critique. Now, if it's really bad though, yeah, like I pull it to the side. But I'm gonna be brutally honest. Like Dwayne, I love your music. If there's something that I feel like I'm not rocking with, I'm gonna let you know. Like, something, and I probably I necessarily wouldn't do it on screen, but
Mhm.
so I get Mano's point. I didn't even know he was still making music, but
Me either. But
but like I get that part of it. But if that's your job to critique or to analyze something, like yeah, like do your job. I think a lot of people, and this is what I hate, because I don't want to go into this subject too much, but like the Joe Budden issue.
I was gonna bring that up too. Perfect. Yes.
Like people put business and friendship, they mix that a lot and don't know how to compartmentalize and say, okay, this is my friend, but we're doing business. And if we're doing business, I'm going to speak to you like business, and friends will speak like friends. I think people don't know how to actually do that. And that's why sometimes it's hard to actually do business with people that you know or love. Like you can't truly give your honest opinion without hurting someone's feelings. And then it goes
Yeah.
into personal. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what sucks.
that's what sucks about it. Yeah.
what exactly happened with that situation?
A lot.
A whole lot.
I didn't really. I've just been
Everybody
hearing
was wrong.
discussion.
What it came down to is, and I don't know because I don't want to speak too, like we don't have to deep dive into it, but I think, I don't know if they collectively knew that how big the Joe Budden podcast would be. Like I think that Joe, from a business standpoint, definitely pioneered a lot of what podcasting is, from owning your just owning your shit, um demanding you get paid for what you bring to a table as a creative, because even if you're a corporation or a streaming platform, you still I'm still the creative and I'm who's bringing these viewers in, right?
You're the brand.
I am the brand, regardless of
Oh.
you being the name. I am the brand, and I'm who's bringing everybody in. So that's one aspect. Then you go into it with, okay, because we didn't expect it to grow like this, we started it one way, not necessarily needing to know the ins and outs of behind the scenes and the accounting and so on and such forth. But as that brand grows and as more money comes in, if we're under contract and if we're supposed to be getting paid, I need to know what's happening. And so I watched a little bit of Rory and Maul's response to everything happening. And they were basically saying it wasn't necessarily how much money was being brought to the table. It was more so just a situation of, if we're a part of this contract, if we are a part of this said brand, and people are coming to the Joe Budden podcast for all of us, essentially. Like some people come specifically to hear Joe scream and go off and see his veins pop out. Other people fuck with Maul, and other people like Rory. If I'm asking to see accounting, which is a basic business partner request, I should have access to that. And they were saying that when they asked to see the accounting, either it wasn't done. When it was done, there was flaws that were found. It was corrected, but it was almost like Joe then felt like they were coming at him personally, like he was doing bad business. So I think maybe feelings were involved when they shouldn't have been, because this is business. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
the
which is
problem.
what Derek was saying. Like, it's hard to differentiate. This is business us, but we're still cool. We're still friends, and this is friendship us.
See, and that's the problem. Like, I don't, of course, like they didn't put out the contract details, so I can't really speak too much about it. But what I will say though is Joe started this from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
They came along,
Mm-hmm.
right? So from the jump, you already don't have as much equity into the brand.
Mm-hmm.
You like he named it with his name. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
On top of that, from the jump, if you're coming out with contracts, you should have your lawyers look over this from the beginning, not going into like years after. You don't involve lawyers at that point. That's why everyone that's coming in with OTS send out NDAs, right? What is the one thing I tell everyone? Go take this NDA to your lawyer. If you have one, read over it. If you personally have any issues with this, we can talk about it.
Let's address it now.
Let's address it now, because we're not going to go down 5-10 years down the road, and then 6 years in, all of a sudden you now have issues with what the NDA says or with the actual contract, what that says. You That's dumb. That's dumb.
I think it's a slippery slope though, because it's like, yes, we can start again, we can start here, and this is what we are at the beginning. But as we grow, as the brand grows, like to say that the Joe Budden podcast is the Joe Budden podcast solely because of Joe isn't fair. Now, was he doing a lot of the business behind the scenes? Probably, more than likely. But at the same time, you did not build that fan base solely off of just Joe. Like it was a group effort. So as we grow and as our fan base grows and as it's now a collective, I might need to revisit this NDA that I signed, or I might need to revisit this contract, or we need to look into how these funds are being split up. Should Joe get more because it's the Joe Biden podcast? Of course. But when it comes down to, I just want to be able to see the accounting and what the bottom line is. If this is business and we're doing good business, it shouldn't be a problem to show it to me. Like it shouldn't be feeling now offended because I'm asking to see it.
But see, that's the problem. There obviously was no communication at all. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem. When you have people that don't communicate, and you're also involving men that have the pride and ego attached to it, when you have all that, going at the same time, it's hard to then go ahead and say, let's do this the way we should do it. You can't, because you're not going to say, hey, I was wrong. None of these guys, from what I heard, said that they were wrong.
They don't want to admit that.
You don't want to. They don't like, and that's the problem.
A guy never does want to admit that they're wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And it just sucks because
at all.
Like when Joe apparently fired Rory on air. No, not apparently. He did. He did fire Rory on air. It's almost like, damn, man. Like it's not just like y'all were these three individuals that somebody grouped together to create a show. Like y'all were actual friends and had a relationship outside of the business, and to see it all play out publicly and it get nasty like that, it sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks to watch.
It does. It does.
Wow. So that's interesting. I'm glad y'all went into detail about that, because I just kept hearing Joe Budden, this and that, but I never really knew or heard about what this exactly was. I was out of the fray of social media for so long that I just, when I got back on, I kept hearing, oh, Joe Budden is showing us what us content creators should not do. This and that. Yeah. And I was like, well, what did he do?
This is definitely something to learn from. Right? From both aspects, from a business owner and also from the people that are working with the brand. Like, everyone should learn. This is not how you do it. Yeah. That was dumb as hell. And also the non-communication aspect is, I think that's the most underrated part of the whole thing. No one was talking. So you got something that's just festering for God knows how long. I think it was since the Spotify deal, right?
Yeah, they say it had been going on for a while, and that's why Maul Maul even said on their uh response, like, we have been asking for this for a while, and
Yeah.
it was just not going the way that I feel like it should. So that's why y'all was wondering why I wasn't as talkative and stuff on the show, because I can't fake it. Like, shit is not cool behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now in retrospect, you're like, okay, I can see where the chemistry kind of shifted a little bit. You see where, you know, Rory and Maul's attitude was a little different during the shows. Like, it's, ugh,
Yeah. Because I mean, they feel like they're not being respected,
yeah.
and I get that.
What do you think about Joe's thing where Maul was like, do you feel like you owe your friends respect? Joe was like, no.
Yeah, that was dumb as hell. But
Never
but
on my
you know
friends.
what? I appreciate him saying it though.
You too give your friends respect. I don't give a
You
fuck.
should.
You should.
That's real love. I mean, shit.
But I appreciate him saying it though, because he was actually honest about it, right? Like he wasn't like hiding how he felt about it. I appreciate the honesty, but at the same time, that's dumb as hell. Like why would you be friends with someone that you don't respect?
But then Joe too, like, if you
Yeah,
watch
I-
him, he is, but we love him because he's an asshole. But like,
Yeah.
he like takes words and almost makes it literal. Like, I don't owe you anything. Of course, you don't owe anybody shit.
Yeah.
You don't owe anybody
No
anything.
explanation.
But
all this
you
shit.
know what he's trying to say. If we're friends outside of this business
And we're fucking
relationship,
friends
there
regardless.
should be a respect level to where we could communicate,
Mhm.
or we can work through the business
And progress.
respectfully without it becoming a mess.
Right.
See, and my thing is, if I'm in Rory or Maul's position, I'm not holding back and waiting, God knows how long, to bring to address this.
But see, maybe they were going off of we're friends. It'll
No,
work
that's the
itself out.
problem. That's the problem. I don't care if we're friends. If we're friends and I'm supposed to be making a specific amount of money with what we're working on, you're making as much as you're supposed to, and I'm not. Bro, we having a discussion, and I don't care whose feelings get hurt.
Especially when Roy pointed out, like, one time his lawyer did go over some things, and they did find a flaw that was like thousands of dollars, and it was like, oh, okay, there's a flaw, I can fix it now. So if you find
And they never
something
addressed it.
wrong, no, they addressed it, but if I find a flaw once, now I'm gonna feel like we do need to be overlooking this stuff, because if you fucked up once, you could fuck up twice,
Mm-hmm.
3 times, 4 times.
Yeah, go
You know?
over all the paperwork. That's the thing. You have to go over all the paperwork.
Documents. You need to have everything there.
But when they
Yeah.
were going through the documents, they said Joe started getting offended, like, oh, okay, audit me then. Like, nobody
Mhm.
wants to audit you. We're
Mhm.
just saying that maybe some of these things need to be looked
And that's
over
where he
again.
fucked up at. He should never said that. You know what I'm saying? That was his fault.
I think both sides were right and both sides were wrong.
Yeah,
Amen. See,
yeah.
you said it all the way right.
You feel like there's any coming back from this?
Hell no.
Oh, it's over with.
Totally
No.
no.
That's
There's no way.
Wow.
There's no way. Because you don't when
I think Roy
trust is
and
no
Maul
longer
have
there.
their own show now.
They do. Yeah. But when
Yeah.
trust is no longer there, what do you like? How do you come back from that? I have people that I stopped trusting years ago. I will never put myself in a position to be around them again. Ever. And I don't care what the circumstances are. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm assuming they're looking at it.
Mhm. That's crazy.
Well,
That's crazy, you guys. That is very crazy. But guess what? How you guys doing? I didn't know.
hi, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Oh.
the man that we introduced a little bit prematurely earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally joined by the man of the hour, Mr. Darren. And so, Darren, in case you're wondering, well, who's the extra guy and sitting next to Janine? That would happen to
I'm a
be
girl.
Janine's little brother.
She said
Hi.
Janine.
No,
Other name.
this is the guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that guy. Sorry.
How about the interruption, Dwayne? Let me know LED lights.
Oh, good.
Podcast.
Okay, so we got a full house. It just
Brady
continues
Bunch.
to be a party. Okay, so
We
we're
got
joined
the
by a
little
bevy of
cloud
guests.
background.
So as promised, as Janine did, we're gonna do this again. So Janine, introduce to Darren who you have, and Darren introduce who you have joining us in the fray.
Okay. This is I don't want to go through the whole thing. We can watch it on the playback. But long story short, I've been drinking margaritas. Long story short, this is my little brother Charles.
Oh.
You've been holding it well.
Thank you.
Holding it well. Let's go.
Wolverine back, y'all. Logan.
I'm trying to get that myself. It's not
No,
working.
there's that one.
Hot sauce, bro.
You get there.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Not
Bro.
the hot sauce.
Not the hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
Bro. Bro.
It's gonna burn his face.
Bro.
No. Go put some hot sauce on your face.
Just take your brush and just brush 100 times on this side.
You have to have something to brush, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Side of brush.
Oh, we ain't gonna disrespect now. We got Ludo right there.
Oh,
We almost there.
correct me if I'm wrong. Oos. Yeah, it'll come. It's coming.
It'll come. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I want to cry
It's
right
the
now.
wolf for me.
Anywho, I'm not gonna cry right now because I have a special guest with me right now. This is
All right.
somebody I known for years. We are close. This, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This is Miss Faith.
Hey everybody.
Hi, Faye.
Well, hello, Faith.
you doing?
Welcome to the party.
No, this everybody. I'm gonna introduce you one by one. The man at the top right there. That's Mr. Derek Myers. Oh, aka the man behind the plan with OTS. Down there that bought that beautiful lady right there, Miss Janine. That's family to me, my blood away from blood. And right there, that is my oos, my brother for years. That is Mr. Dwayne, aka Highlight Reel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. So, Darren, you actually joined just in time. I believe you said you had a little input you wanted to give real quick to give a quick backtrack. You wanted to give your input on this DJ Khaled album, sir.
I gotta get close to the mic for this one. I just like one track on that terrible freaking. Can we cuss on here?
Terrible.
Can I cuss on the air?
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Okay, this fucking meteoric album. Like, okay, you guys don't beat me up. I'm a Justin Bieber fan, and I was disappointed at Justin Bieber's interaction with the album. That's one. Two, Lil Baby and Lil Durk. I talked to Derek about it already. I love that song. That's the only song on the album I got downloaded on my phone. Everything else, every chance I get.
Okay, names everything.
I get.
And she looking up the album right now. That album was terrible to me.
We wind that shit 3 times. I play that shit every day.
Wow.
Okay,
Y'all are asleep on this per and Migos train.
when I make it.
So you like Sorry Not Sorry?
When I make it, that's gonna be my anthem every morning. When I get up, I'm gonna play Sorry Not Sorry. That's gonna be my motivation because I'm gonna try to get to Beyonce and Jay-Z level.
Oh, okay.
I feel it.
I feel
That
that.
was lyrically
Now,
the subpar version of Jay-Z and Nas. I
Wow.
did not like that.
Yeah, Derek, I agree. You know, I know they older now, but it was just
Ain't no
like
excuse.
it was just like y'all could have came better. Yeah,
Yeah. So I tell them that in their face. I love them both.
so
They did not come hard on that.
so Janine, it looks like the song that you happen to like is you saying is being slept on here. So
Her
emphasize
and
again.
Migos go crazy when she was like,
Okay.
me and my nigga fuck shit up like OnlyFans. I felt that.
See, you can feel that.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
You can feel that, but I'm a man. I can't feel that lyric at all. That's not for me, Janine. That's what you be like, hey, okay, you got your liquor. See me, I'm gonna look at you like.
You know what? I that reminded me of
What?
the
Hello?
Jasmine Sullivan,
Hello?
Ari Lennox track
Uh-huh.
on Jasmine's new project.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great song. I can't relate to anything they were talking about on that track.
Right.
Wait, is that the one where she was like, I'll be paying for his bills because his D is good?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
don't
can't
care.
relate
I don't
to
care
that.
how good
So
the D
I didn't hear
is.
that part.
sorry. Like,
Look at Janine, I don't care how good that song is.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can't relate because that's not the life that I'm living. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, no, I can't.
I mean, I thought they did a great job, but that's not a song that I can go blast in my car. You know, it was like, you know.
Yes, oh.
Just imagine you going down the street with your windows down. You got
I
that
can't imagine that.
dude's gonna look at you like, what the fuck is he got going on in there?
But if, no. But if he's somebody that gets his bills paid, that gets shoes bought for him, that can coast, he be driving his bitch's Nissan because his D is good.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? That he might be able to relate.
hey, look. If you're a Stedman,
Be a Stedman.
be a Stedman.
Yeah.
I'm not
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Stedman's still successful in his own right. It's not like he's just sitting back home twiddling his thumbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes his own money.
He's with Oprah. Like,
He's
you
with
can't
Oprah.
top Oprah.
She pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, go live that life.
Nothing
bro.
wrong with
It's
Oprah.
true.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This
You
is
get
true.
a check. You get a check.
Much respect.
Much respect. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, one more quick aspect going to the entertainment side of things. This is actually a good little quick subject to touch on, seeing as how we have a full house, which gives an even perspective because we got some ladies in the house and we've got fellas in the house. So this is going to be a very interesting dynamic here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up a challenge that was thrown out that seemed to make headlines all for whatever reasons you want to say, negative, positive, or in between. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than Romeo literally calling out Bow Wow and saying, hey, I think you should do a versus battle with me, man. It's only fair. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to ask y'all, what were your thoughts on finding this out? I mean, you know, what, did you see what?
Give me 3 tracks.
Yeah,
3.
at least 3. Give me
ICDC, college. What? Okay, Bow Wow, fresh as I'm is. Lil Romeo, okay. Romeo had one. It was, okay. Girlfriend.
Yeah. With Sierra.
Yeah.
No.
Bro.
No.
No, he's talking about Romeo.
Romeo. He had the Jackson 5 ABC. Okay.
My baby,
Romeo.
my baby,
Yeah.
my baby.
Yeah, my baby. Yeah, my baby. Excuse me. But Romeo.
My Cinderella.
It already happened though. You remember they did like a little. They was little. They did a versus battle on a track before. I don't know if you guys remembered it, but Romeo and Bow Wow linked them and did a song, and they were talking about each other mamas and everything. Yeah, I don't remember that song. They were real. This one like the beefy
That was old.
first that. But yeah, Romeo, you need to shut up. You need to shut up. Bow Wow will murder you just from face off.
I don't.
Janine, how you feeling? Cause your face like Romeo need to shut the hell up.
Yeah, Romeo needs to shut up. Not that I don't love Romeo. I feel like stay in your lane, bro. Like I don't slight Romeo because he has been a child star that's been able to grow up and not go through all of the like bad media stuff. He's great in business. He started acting. Like he's doing very well for himself. So like no shade to Romeo. But don't you dare ever in your life on your worst day think that it's okay to want to challenge Bow Wizzle.
Sad Mouse.
How dare you?
Like Mike.
Look,
Roll bounce.
That's it.
I would rather see Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow.
Okay. Hello.
I can see that.
Romeo.
Big Draco. Big
Okay.
Draco.
I mean, Soulja's not winning it.
Drake.
I did everything.
Oh man,
I got Bow Wow winning that one. But
I got Soulja Boy win that one, brother. I'm sorry about that. I got
Yeah,
Soulja.
I feel like for that one is gonna be song matchups.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Marco Polo, he at the gate, and that's his own song.
all right. Maybe I'm the oddball here. Maybe I'm the
Go.
oddball. So
Say it, Dwayne.
I
Here
am
he
gonna
go.
say it.
Yeah, here we go.
I am gonna say it because I understand exactly why Romeo said what he said. Y'all are looking at it from the other aspect because I get it. It's no competition in a song sense, but a cultural sense makes that make sense. Seeing as how
No.
The only kid stars before those two
Bow Wow
were
was a kid
crisscross.
star. What you talking about?
That's fine.
No, I said before those two,
Oh,
it was literally just crisscross. In hip hop, the
Yeah.
only child stars you had were crisscross.
Mm,
That phased out very quickly.
very.
In comes Bow Wow, then in comes Romeo with Master
Mhm.
P and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, they were always just kind of quietly rivaled. Now, yes, obviously Bow Wow's song selection and catalog is a lot deeper, a lot bigger, a lot more memorable. But at the end of the day, they both had their fan bases. Romeo had the kids on his side in general, just being out there on Nickelodeon like that, doing all kinds of things. All you gotta do is watch No Limit Chronicles.
Mhm.
Romeo was doing a lot of damage in a different way. So,
Yeah.
in his aspect, the only reason he was even saying that was to say it's right for us to do it because we've always been compared to each other as kids. Even though we've been in two different lanes, we've always been compared as kids. So culturally, I see what he was saying. I get it.
Bro, I
I-
get
I
where you're
get
coming
it.
from.
And
Nah.
No
and
way in hell.
and
Call me
and
Stevie
let's
Wonder. I don't
also
see
let's
shit.
What
I
songs?
don't.
Oh, bro.
and hold on.
I'm
Hear
blind.
hear me out again. Peep this. If y'all talking about verses in the first place,
Yeah,
that's what this is about.
That's what we
anyway.
talking about.
that's exactly what we're talking
Right.
about.
That's
No,
be a
I'm saying-
landslide.
Oh, hear me out. Hear me out. Listen.
oh, the landslide.
We talking about verses. We talking about
Don't do
verses,
that.
not fans. We talking
20,
about
20,
verses.
20 tracks.
That ain't a rule no more. Remember, they sold that.
It
So
has to be.
verses has always just been a celebratory thing. They
Okay, how about this? How about this,
Yes.
Dwayne? Quick question. You know how people in the comments saying the lyrics and stuff?
Okay, so
Exactly.
let's celebrate. So what? It's gonna be Romeo doing 3 tracks, and then he's
Bow
just
Wow.
like
Romeo,
supporting
listen,
Bow Wow on the sideline.
Name me how many people gonna
Romeo's
legit
doing-
rap Romeo lyrics. Like,
Right.
tell me.
Hey,
They not.
listen,
So fuck, they
I
not gonna
can't
do that.
I can't tell you who. There's a fan base out there somewhere.
You got a
All I
point there.
can tell you is that I know he had his fans, hardcore. I know Bow Wow has had his fans, regardless of if Bow Wow's is a lot deeper and a lot bigger. Don't sit there and act like a lot of y'all was just rocking with Bow Wow that hard anyway. Even
Bro.
with the song, you know how many dudes
What?
out there literally are just saying yes, what? Because you know how many dudes literally just said they wouldn't watch this anyway because they're both corny. Yeah, I literally just saw a lot of people over there.
I'm
just
pretty sure
literally
they were
rocking
about
both of these
19 years old.
Yeah.
Bro.
let's say- I feel
Nah,
like
there's a
Thank
lot
you,
of people
Derek.
saying both of these folks are like corny in general. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
21 and I respect
Well,
Bow Wow. Like,
See, man,
Bow Wow
Well,
is
and that's what I'm
corny.
saying.
Bow Wow is corny. He is corny in terms of social media.
okay.
When you talk about music, no.
you ain't Ryan,
Well,
you ain't Ryan, you ain't
he's a
bumping like
legend.
a bumpy,
You
you
say
ain't
that.
saying
You
line,
say
homie,
that.
you
Hey,
ain't Richard
You
Zane.
say that. But there's a
Yeah.
lot of people. There's a lot of people.
I like
There's a lot of guys out there that still say he's corny musically too. That's
Nah,
just some
man.
guys out there.
Let's see.
I never
That's
had
not.
nobody
That may not be you, Derek,
Wait,
but
so
there are
Dwayne-
guys out there.
Wait, so wait, Dwayne. So what you trying to say is that he's corny in social media and music? What you trying to-
No,
He's saying
I'm not
people-
saying that. There are people. I'm saying like
Okay.
most of Bow Wow's fan base, am I not lying, is female.
Mm.
Sure.
Yeah, because he dated Sierra.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how much that really helps or matters in
I
that
don't know.
aspect.
Shit, I mean,
But
it's
most of
something-
his fan base has always been female. I mean, for
I don't
crying
know.
out
Maybe
loud,
I'm
growing
looking
up.
at it like, is he just saying like we should? Okay, is he saying in theory it would make sense because we were the only 2 young
Kid stars.
kid stars? Okay,
Of that
would
time.
it make sense? Sure, because y'all were the only 2. Okay, but you're talking about a versus battle, which the whole point is we're going track for track,
Mhm.
celebrating
But
our
see,
catalogs.
Now, see, and I feel where you come from there because I get it. Usually with these, that's how that works. But at the end of the day, how they explain how versus is usually supposed to be, because it's the Ja Rule aspect too. When they asked, "Oh, hey, when y'all gonna give us that Ja 50?" and Ja made in that interview and was like, "Well, this is supposed to be." Remember, he questioned it because he said, "Well, what's the rules of this thing anyway?"
Mhm.
Because I'm seeing people that's playing stuff they not even knowing, and I'm like, "Wait, you is that the rule? We can do that?" Because Ja was like, "Shoot, y'all don't want me to play the stuff that I wasn't on that I wrote or something like that." Like, you know, and he was like, "If that's the case, but then also just the fact that he made it known that, which we all know, it's a celebratory thing. Now, fans, what we do here in OTS, I get y'all point on that. That's not a battle.
That's why
Soulja Boy
fans are
thing
significantly
makes
better
a
than
sense.
versus.
That makes a sense. You know, the whole
Great
Soulja
job,
Boy
Derek.
Bow Wow thing. Maybe you should do that versus Derek. You know, fans for a fans battle, sure. That's the
Soulja
one.
Bow Wow.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you?
would not stand up in a versus battle, in a fans battle, in a regular battle. No battle.
Even if you do a movie
If y'all
catalog,
can give me 5 tracks by Romeo, then I might reconsider.
Janine, he's
See.
actually talking about we should do the Soulja Boy Bow Wow.
Oh yeah, okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
I can do that one.
Yeah,
Big
for
Draco
fans.
gonna win that one.
For
Big
fans.
Draco.
I said let versus do, if they go through with it, let versus do that. You do the Bow Wow and Soulja Boy one. There you go.
I think that'd
Problem
be fun
solved.
as hell.
That's all you need. It's
sounds
like
like I could
problem
do.
solved. You know, it just kills two birds with one stone. But at the end of the day, hey, listen. I mean, at the end of the day, I rocked with a little bit of both of them in my own corny way. So, and I didn't care because at the end of the day, as a kid, seeing two kids out there doing something and saying, "Wow, kids are out here doing this. That's kind of cool." All right, I respect it. I see it, regardless of what we think about
If
California.
we're just giving Romeo his flowers, everybody should be giving Romeo his flowers. If that's the argument, then yes.
What kind of
For sure.
flowers?
The top. Okay. I give him his flowers for I guess the Romeo Show, Uncle P, his debut album. But besides that, I don't mean no disrespect, Romeo. You're not a important factor to me. That's my honest opinion. Like, I feel like if it wasn't for Master P, Romeo probably wouldn't be as big as he thinks he is. If it wasn't for Master P.
So you saying that so what you're trying to say is that his father made him big? Basically, you trying to say?
Yeah, basically.
The same way a lot of rich white people do.
Just think about it. Just
that's-
think about it, bro.
That's both
Like,
true. That's kind of both true and untrue at the same time.
Because think about
Because
it.
if you watch the No Limit Chronicles, brother, you would see that when No Limit actually kind of went under the water, he kind of saved it.
He did.
So he actually rebranded No Limit.
Yeah.
And No Limit actually hit its biggest point because of him, because he targeted the kids and he got the kids' attention.
Okay.
Again, you have to watch the No Limit Chronicles to understand that.
I know what you're talking, but let's take after Uncle P. This is what I'm trying to say. After Uncle P, I'm gonna give him his era from his debut album, from the Romeo Show, all the way to Uncle P. That was his peak. After Uncle P, name some other stuff dealing with Romeo. Just name me anything else. And I'm not talking about that terrible Tyler Perry movie, and I'm talking about music-wise also.
Are you only talking about music, or are you talking about
both? In general, music, movies, anything. I know he played ball from one point.
Yeah, I mean he was in college, did ball.
Yeah,
but he's an executive producer for that show. Yeah,
Growing Up Hip Hop. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah.
I thought Bow Wow was.
Fire.
Is that Bow Wow? I thought it was Romeo.
No, that's
they
Bow
both.
Wow.
They both are. They both are.
Both of them. Oh,
Yeah,
both of them.
both
Oh,
of them.
okay, cool.
But
Bow Wow do Atlanta. That's right. Yeah, Bow Wow
does
does
Atlanta.
Okay, so like I think in a business sense, Romeo, like and for what he did musically, yeah, he deserves respect. But like I don't want to see. He deserves respect for doing what he did. Like as a kid, like kids being any type of success in the music industry, that's hard, right? So like I respect him for that. But
and to still be like stable.
Yeah, but if we're talking about a battle, like that's not a battle. That's just like that's a one-sided fight that makes no sense. Like, but if we're just celebrating their music and they're both just giving a concert, cool.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It'll end up being a Bow Wow
that's
concert.
Again, that's pretty much what Versus is these days. It's
Yeah.
exactly that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much turned into a concert at this point.
That's
all
what
it
I
is.
don't like though.
Yeah,
I
because
like
Method
the battle.
Yeah, because Method Man and Redman showed that on 420 because ain't no way Redman was supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying, keep up with Method Man like the way he did. So Okay, if we talking about the new way of verses when they sold to Triller, okay, cool. But we talking about like Instagram Live and Apple Music version of verses. No, don't do it. That'll be a murder. You ever seen a lion eat a fish? That was gonna happen in that battle.
Oh, Lions King.
Oh,
Not to just
lying
love
to
it.
you.
You like that? I
Yeah.
messed him up over there. He like a lion and a fish. Hold on, what? Yeah, I messed you
There's
up.
like
Made me
he
think
thought he
for
was gonna say a bear and a fish, and he said a lion and
No,
a
no,
fish.
a
But
lion
it
and a
is what
fish.
it is.
No,
You
hell
know,
no.
hey. Seeing as how bears catch them faster, but you know,
fish in the damn ocean.
bears
Thinking
bears catch them faster. But you know, hey, I get it. But all right, so real quick, before we get into this main meet of what everybody definitely wants to talk about the most, I just want to shout out compliments of OTS guys history portion of Past Docs really quickly. Two notable projects, mostly mixtapes for the most part, came out. So first and foremost, we want to say it has been 7 years since Faces dropped by Mac Miller. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. And of course, it has been 9 years since Meek Mill dropped Dream Chasers 2.
Um,
Yeah,
Fine, Jesus.
time is flying.
damn.
You guys have any notable songs from either of those artists or projects?
Meek Mill is from the area I grew up in. That whole mixtape was just classic. So I just can't just pick a track because it did something for my each era. But Mac Miller, to be honest, you guys, I never listened to his music. Probably the only song I only listened to was the one with Ariana Grande when they first started dating. I never listened to Mac Miller. Only reason I knew him because of Scary Movie 5 or 4. Yeah, 5.
Yo, I'm about to say the same thing. Me too.
That's the only why. That's the only reason why I know him.
Yeah,
And his death, of course.
I only knew him because I knew a guy that used to love playing his music all the time. For the most part, and then of course, like you said, the Ariana Grande track when they dated, and then, I mean, his music is you have to. It's almost like if you're a Wiz Khalifa person, you have to like his music is more for people who are depressed, sort of, kind of, not really, but like you got that chill music, like it's like real. It's almost like it's stoner music, but then it's chill music if you're like in a depressed mode. Like it's a little tough to explain Mac Miller's style, so you have to kind of like be that type of person to really relate into Mac Miller's stuff, like, but he was always dope, man. I mean, he was always dope in his own way. And like I said, his music lives on. He has a big fan base. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know nothing about Dream Chasers too. Like I don't listen to Meek that hard, honestly.
Is that
But
that? Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought
I was gonna say
finished?
is that's probably what
It's not.
that's not that one.
That's
I
all
don't
I
think.
know.
I don't think it is. I don't.
Oh.
I don't know his music like that either. But I don't think that's it.
Ah, gotcha. I mean, yeah, I mean, essentially, I mean, again, Meek is definitely still doing his thing. I mean, he's come a long way, I guess, in terms of as a person from those days for sure, and has grown a lot. So, props to those two artists and those two legacies that were left behind. But again, and props to OTS guys for pretty much always giving us the facts in history. But just wanted to quickly touch on that. So let's get into what Derek has been waiting for more than anything, because ladies and gentlemen, he is juiced and ready to talk about his boy, his guy, the man who came after a 3-year await.
Not two, but three.
Not two, but three.
Well,
Oh, go ahead and get technical. We know there was the mixtapes in between.
the collab, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Yeah, I mean, he did some see, that's the thing, he also did a lot of guest appearances on other tracks, so like, yeah, I'm hyped, man. This album was amazing. This is lyrically his best album
Yeah.
compilation. like off season, you can tell he's put the work in.
Yeah.
He put the work in. This is his 6th studio album. And if I'm not mistaken, this is all of his albums went #1 on Billboard. Every single one of them. He's the only rapper, the first rapper to ever have his first 6 albums go #1 on the Billboard 200.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
Here's the thing.
Right.
No, not. I just feel like I had to not necessarily force myself to listen to the album, but like force myself without, for lack of a better word, because I knew that like this was a big deal. There was so much hype behind it. Diehard J. Cole fans were like super excited to hear him drop another project. I've never, like, I don't have that relationship with J. Cole and his music. I'm so sorry, I don't. Do I acknowledge the fact that he's talented? Of course. Do I feel like he's a lyricist? Of course. But I don't know, like it wasn't something for me, at least not at this very moment, where I'm like, this is the best album ever. And I want to listen to it like over and over. Like that's just not the feeling that I have with it right now at this moment.
You know what, Janine? Janine, you my co-host for a reason, so I get it. Listen, I feel you. All right, I feel you because here's the thing: I like Cole, and this is probably his second project I've listened to in full, I guess, start to finish, because it was KOD before this one. Those were the only 2 that I really like knew that.
Wait, what did you just say?
Forest Hills Drive, you didn't listen to that?
In full, no. Live version, yes. Full, like I like the live version of that. I mean,
Born Center.
I mean, I know certain songs. I don't know that full album in terms of. Like I said, Cole's not my. Like I said, Cole is not like, I like Cole, but he's not my rapper. Like Derek, you know who my rapper is that I can listen to over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is, I like Cole enough to listen to him, but I don't necessarily listen to every project of his off top like that. So when I listened to this, it was like, okay. Initially, at first, I was like, okay, let me see. You know, first listen was like, all right, cool. And then it was starting growing on me each listen. It was like, all right. So now I got songs that stuck out from first listen, songs that kind of like stuck with me. Even now, they're still, you know, I have my favorites, but like, you know, personally, when I go back, compared to this one, I go back and listen to KOD. I still like KOD over this one. But in terms of best one, I'm not gonna say this one's the best one, but it's definitely a solid project for what it is, for sure. Like, you know, because again, I know he's got a huge fan base. So Darren, Derek, I know how y'all feel. Listen, hey,
but that's how I feel.
Yeah, like look,
like I feel like
we ain't trying to put y'all out there like that. You know what I mean?
I just feel like with artists like J. Cole, like again, like I'm not sliding the man. Like I think J. Cole is dope. I personally don't have that personal relationship to his music, but I think when you have people who are like diehard fans, they're already, before they even listening to it, they already are like, I'm expecting for it to be great. Like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I get it. You know, because
I think as J. Cole fans, y'all are hyping this shit up a little bit.
I gotta get it out.
Like, how did he let 21 out rap him?
Oh, what? Hey, you thought that? Well, okay.
Janine!
I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
Y'all don't think? Y'all don't think 21?
No, hold on.
No, I do too. No, I did. I ain't gonna lie. 21. Look. 21, bro, real talk. 21 did kill that, bro. 21 did kill that verse.
Hold on.
I like their dynamic. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm being honest, that's one of my favorite tracks.
Don't undo the hoodie. Don't
That's real talk. If I'm being honest though, that is one of my favorite tracks. I like their dynamic together. Like those two have a chemistry.
Yeah, they have a good dynamic together.
They need a project together for real.
They
honestly,
do.
They really need a project
do.
together.
Can
I like when they get together, but
can I respond to that real quick?
Derek's about to get into me.
Derek, you, me, we are here. We are here.
So
y'all two down there. Good.
look at Charles playing mascot, boy. This is so funny. It's like
I
a
ain't
2
playing
versus
mascot,
2.
I'm just saying. Look, Darren over there
I
about to
know.
take this
He
damn
like,
jacket.
look, he's like, oh no, it's the jacket. Like he giving us the play-by-play. Like, oh no, don't.
Nah, and then goddamn Derek eye twitching this shit. So it's like, you about to get mad. So he's about to get into it.
I'm just okay. So
Hey man,
I haven't heard much of 21 Savage
Yeah.
as a single artist, right? I've heard him. I've heard his singles, and I've heard him on other people's tracks, right? Lyrically, he's at his best from what I've heard when he's with J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he out-rapped J. Cole though.
Thank you.
Like, if we're talking about lyrics, if we're talking about actual bars, Cole was in his bag, like lyrically. Okay, that's how I feel, man. So I'm not gonna denigrate you or anything like that. But that did
SAT word.
that that did slightly hurt me. But I will to respond to what you were saying about Cole fans blowing this up, right? Darren and I spoke about this prior to the project coming out. He dropped Interlude a week prior to the album dropping, right?
Yes, he did.
And I think for me, it was a preview to what the album was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. I thought it was going to be a preview because the energy that he had on just it was just an interlude. That was like maybe 2 minutes long.
2 minutes.
Like
2 minutes.
It's and he got deep in his bag, had the energy, right? And that's how I felt that the project was going to be, which it was. An interlude was charting #1 before the project even came out, right?
Probably like a day after it dropped.
Yeah, and like you got to understand, we've been waiting for a solo project from Cole since 18. Right, so yeah, we were gonna be hype about it.
Or my little flower wall. God damn.
the flower wall.
For sure, we were gonna be hype about it.
Flower wall. Sorry, Derek.
No, you're good. But sure, we were gonna be hype about it. But when I say that this is his best lyrically, it's just his best lyrically as a compilation. I can't rank his albums. I honestly cannot rank his projects because Cole gets better with everything he drops. I'm talking about mixtapes included. He gets better every single time. And the only other person I've seen do that is Kendrick. In today's music, Kendrick is the only other person that I've seen do that. Not Drake hasn't even done that. Drake has dropped.
Hold on. We gonna leave my boy Drake out of this.
Like the Green verse, goddamn. If that's not getting better with time, I don't know what ends.
You had your teammate. You said that right
That's
there.
fine with me.
Derek, don't lose me now. Don't lose me.
Listen. We're not getting into Drake. All I'm saying is that Kendrick is the only other person that I've seen do that in today's era. Kendrick and Cole, the only two that I've seen do that. So I can't rank the projects, but the off season is his best lyrically and flow wise in terms of an actual project. Hands down. So I don't know. I'm excited because we're getting more. We are going to get more.
Yes.
So you're going to hear more about this, Janine. I'm sorry.
No, I want you to convince me that like he is like worthy of this.
Oh, he is the GOAT.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he called himself that several times.
Yeah, and that's what I liked
get
about it because he got braggadocious. Yeah. I would pan over, but yeah, it's the same thing over here. he was really in his bag with how he was talking, like I'm gonna show you just the type of nigga I really am. Like, and he went hard at that, and I like that. To also make another point, Middle Child was supposed to be on this album.
Album, yup.
So like to me, I kind of like I grouped that in with this project.
Boom. Collaborate.
I don't know how. I, this was just from
Right.
start to finish. How many times have you listened to it? Answer that.
Yeah, how many times you actually listen to it, Janine,
Oh,
from beginning to end? How
That's
many
what I'm
times?
saying. But I have said this on here before. When an album drops, don't don't allow me to give you a true opinion of it when it first drops, because I have to be in the correct space and the correct vibe to really receive an album properly.
Okay.
I have listened to it a few times all the way through. I went and got my piercings the other day, and like the piercer was playing it. So like it's been around. And again, not to say that he's not delivering bars, because he is. Like, I'm not taking anything away from his lyrical ability. All I'm saying is that I'm not gun ho, like this is an amazing album right now for me at this moment.
And Dwayne, how many times have you listened to it?
oh, believe me, brother, I've listened to it more times than you would think. But it's still, like I said, I mean, again, like J. Cole is a artist that I respect and that I like. He's just not my artist that when he drops, I'm always gonna be like, oh, I got to listen to it right away. But when that did drop, of course I listened to it because it was like, all right, cool, yeah. I was waiting to listen to this, so I was like, as soon as I woke up, cool, let's play that Cole, let's listen. And my first listen is always, all right, what does production sound like first? What beats grab me first?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, all right, what hooks grab me next? All right, cool. What beat, what hook, now what verses grab me next, now what this and that. So I've listened to it, believe me, a lot of times. And like I said, I still stand on the fact that KOD ages with me a little better right now, but I still do like this one. But KOD, even now, 3 years old, still seems to resonate with me pretty good out of his projects. But I mean, like, I do rock with this one. All season is nice. Like it's cool. I like short, simple, to the point. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I mean, like I said, I got favorites definitely from this one. But like, hey, man, like I said, hey, I'm not gonna go out 8-ish out here
Yeah.
you
I'm
know what
not
I'm
there
saying?
yet.
I'm not. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me with
I
Cole.
will
You know
say
what I
shout
mean?
out to 95 South. I think that was a great first track. Shout out to Cam. You got Cam on the intro. You cannot deny that energy. Anytime you have a snippet of throw your click up or anything to that level,
Anything
Queen
gang.
of Clatchet here is down for all of
Yeah,
that.
I did. I did
You know what
respect the
I'm
fact
saying?
that
Like, I'm
he.
not denying that, it's good. I'm just not like, oh my God, I love it. Like, it's the best album ever. Like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, that song definitely had me say, okay, that's a Carolina dude for you, because Carolinas are that middleman freaking state that is halfway north, halfway south. So that was the perfect way to bridge the gap right there. So I was like, cool. You got a northern rapper from the Dipset days to put right there on the screen track, and then you threw the little John and Eastside Boys little vibes in there, for the dirty South. So like, okay, cool. Saying I'm hitting both audiences. All right, cool. But again, like, you know, like, I guess coming from the South, like I said, I respect J. Cole enough because I've grown in the North where I respect lyricism a lot. And then I know the South has lyricism. So where when he doesn't sound Southern enough to me, a lot of times I'm like, okay, cool. But like I said, I respect everything about his sound and everything like that. Like, of course, it inspires me as a lyricist to, kind of go even harder and just keep doing stuff. So like, I listen to it. I said, I'm just not gonna go bake. Like sorry guys. Hey,
I did.
I still
I
respect
did.
Cole. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
I listened to
respect
that thing 14, 15 times already.
Same
him.
here.
Yeah,
Literally.
I can't. I don't do that with Cole. Like I like Cole, but I got to be in the mood for Cole. A lot
But
of times
literally,
too.
I
So-
was in the Uber heading to another city that's like an hour outside of Memphis, about to go to a motel to meet up with a girl, and
Oh,
this
God.
album dropped. This album dropped.
Going to the
And I
girl
told,
house.
No, not the. He was going to the hotel.
Oh, we gonna
Shot it.
go.
hey, hello.
Hotel
No,
room.
listen. When that album dropped, I text Derek and I say, "Listen, I'm on my way to a hotel, but I'm finna listen to this whole album all the way there." And when I say the album, like I was excited, I was ready to go. After that, I was like, "Thank you, J. Cole. You just a burst of energy."
Title crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Title
it crashed.
I couldn't listen to the album for like 10 minutes.
And I was texting Derek. I'm like, "Bro, you got to listen to this fucking album." He was like, "Bro, stop." Title crashed on me. I said, "Bro, this album is fucking lit, bro." I was just like, honestly, I get what what you and Dwayne are saying, Janine, but I guess as me being a fan, been waiting 3 years for this album to drop. I didn't automatically say, "Oh, this is gonna be like the best album ever." Once it, because I know we got that fan base. Dreamville, we do have that fan base where we just automatically just say this is the best thing in the world. I admit that, but it took me to listen to the album twice to say album of the year. Album of the year for sure.
Yeah.
It took me twice because just like Derek said, just that energy he brought. I felt like he did better than 21, but now, Janine, you got me want to go back and really listen to it again to see, okay, what's up?
Oh,
But
so
yeah, like I'm about to go back
I'm
and
gonna-
listen to it.
and read the lyrics too. Like that's what I've been doing is dissecting the album. while
Yeah,
reading the
by lyrics.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And just the album is I just is guess for me. I've been waiting for this project for so long because when Middle Child dropped in 2019, we would think we finna get that album delayed. So it kind of like, dang, Cole. And then you seen all these other artists and they fan base going like, dang, J. Cole, when you gon' I know he dropped Dreamville, the Dream of the Chasers Part 2, but it was like, nah, we need this. And this album, I feel like this gonna make a lot of people look at J. Cole and like, okay, he's in his bag, and maybe we should respect. It made me wonder for you to say what 21 outdid him. It made me wonder what would happen if NBA YoungBoy showed up for that studio session with him. So you know what I'm saying? And no telling what J. Cole with Lil Baby. Look what J. Cole brought out a Lil Baby on their song on that album.
That transition from Cole to Baby.
Yeah, that was a dope. I love how they did that. That was another thing that had me cool moment that I was like, because all of a sudden it's just like, Cole's doing this and that, and then all of a sudden I just heard Baby. And I remember walking. I was at work listening to that, and I was just, I remember just walking, and all of a sudden I'm hearing Cole. I'm like, all right, cool. He's snapping. Next thing I know, I'm like, hey, that's Lil Baby. I'm like, hey, oh,
It
I
was
was
cold.
like, hey.
That was cold.
Oh,
It's like a different transition. You know what I'm saying? Like you never would like ever expect the fact that what I'm saying that would ever happen. But you got J. Cole and I mean, come on now, man. Like,
you can't lie. And Lil Baby is the top rapper. Like I get Lil
Right
Baby's
now.
pop. He's like top 3 of the rappers of this generation right now. So the fact that you got my favorite rapper bringing that side out of him, you like, whoa, this is legit.
Yeah,
this is dope.
He's becoming slowly a guy that I'm respecting more and more and more by the day.
Mm-hmm. And I used to hate Lil Baby. Like if he came on the radio, like Yes Indeed, when he first came out, I'm like, bro, turn this off. But since it's for a bigger picture,
so
Jordan
Darren,
Lucas, what's up?
So did you hear what he did with Kurt Franklin?
Yes, I did, and I'm not a fan of. I literally turned it off. I listened to it when it first dropped. I was like, I was so high last night, and I still remember. I don't like it because it's first of all, Kurt.
You should listen to that again, bro. I don't know.
The
man.
chorus
I felt the
You only
conviction
listen
at
to
Baby,
it,
bro.
I think yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I listen to it on a high.
Listen to it on a sober tip where you can really hear the conviction out of Baby coming.
you don't want to.
You don't want to.
Okay. let me do my high.
That's it.
Let me do my high review. My high review was like, okay, the chorus was terrible to me. Lil Baby with that terrible auto tune. Kirk Franklin, like, oh yeah, y'all, like that just threw me off. Like I'm like, oh, what is this? Like I get where they going. Maybe like you guys said, listen to it while I'm sober and see what I think. But when I was high, I was literally watching the Lakers game. I was like, what is this shit? Like, I couldn't rock with it. I couldn't fuck with it. I'm sorry. I know Kirk Franklin, Lord and Savior, you praise him, but I couldn't fuck with that song. I'm sorry. Like, that's the only Lil Baby song.
Now.
Oh,
Yes.
No,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But look,
Just without the hat.
yeah. But yeah, Lil Baby in his bag is look what he doing with Joyner Lucas. You know what I mean? But go back to J. Cole. Like J. Cole brought that side out of him. I feel like it depends. I feel like it depends who you are. Cause think about it. 21 Savage. Listen to his solo tracks, and then listen to when him and Cole. Not bad. Let's go back to A Lot. That album that 21 Savage put that song on. Listen to all the tracks before that song, and then listen to A Lot. It's like, dang, 21. You would think these two different time periods right here. Because I guess J. Cole is just that guy to bring different sides out of people. I get.
It's what happens when you have someone that helps elevate you. And that's what I'm hoping we see with 21 and Baby moving forward in their projects, is working with Cole, make them elevate.
Especially with Lil Baby, I got a lot of pressure on him. He worked with Joyner Lucas and J. Cole, and he did great on both of their songs. Now you gotta keep that same energy.
And Black.
Fuck that shit.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta keep that same energy going. Cause like 2020 was Lil Baby's year, so the fact that you got with J. Cole, I just feel like since you worked with J. Cole, I know y'all probably disagree with me. By working with J. Cole, that just shows that your level of lyricism and everything has finally got to the point where it's like you are the truth. That's just my mindset on this on it with J. Cole, because you can't just go with J. Cole and just do anything, bro. You got to come in there and put in that work. That's why I respect NBA YoungBoy when he said he didn't have the right mindset to go in the studio with J. Cole, because he knew what he was gonna be on. He also was having some issues with his baby mama, but music wise, he knew like I gotta bring it, so I can't come in there with negative energy. So,
okay, so this question right here is going to Darren. Remember how you said like the Baby was like 2020 generation? So how you feel like 2021 was J. Cole's you? Or what?
You don't know. Well, no, they probably feel like it's his year.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I had this conversation with my friends plenty of times. So hold on, you said do I think this would be J. Cole's year or Lil Baby's year again? J. Cole's year, he gonna get album of the year if nobody top it. I give that the only, hold on, Dwayne, the only album that's like right there for me, and maybe because I'm a Memphis native just like you, is Moneybagg Yo, A Gangsta's Pain. You know what I'm saying?
Or if possibly Drake drops Certified Lover Boy.
I'm over that. I'm over that now.
Drops.
I'm over that now. I'm a diehard Drake fan.
He's the
one.
one.
I'm over it.
He's the one I eyeballed. Because much like Cole, you haven't heard from Kendrick in a while, right? And
Yeah, that's the only one.
Kendrick we haven't heard from.
But if Kendrick don't drop, the only person right there that could probably outdo J. Cole's album is Moneybagg Yo, A Gangsta's Pain. But I don't see that.
Moneybagg Yo coming in.
Yeah, I don't see nothing else, because who else dropping the album this year if I know? Okay, I know Travis Scott supposedly supposed to drop his album this year too. Do you actually think Travis Scott gonna outdo J. Cole's album? Do you honestly believe that?
Wait,
Travis Scott
He is great.
now.
He is great now. But not stop that.
If it's anything Astro World was,
Yeah.
if it's anything Astro World was,
Astro World.
hey man, 'cause that had a lot of talk, boy.
Yeah, but
Talk.
and go back to what you said about Drake. When you said about Drake Certified Lovable, I just feel like, okay, by him dropping that trailer last year, by him delaying the album because of surgery, Drake won't be a competitor. And this hurt me saying it. I'm a huge Drake fan. I talk to Derek about Drake all the time. Anytime we talk about J. Cole. But if he drops Certified Lover Boy right now, it's not gonna do. It ain't. It's not because
How you
my
know that,
mindset.
though?
Because
I
my
don't
mind.
know, bro.
You know why? Look what happened to views. Look how long we waited for views and how he hyped that up, and
Oh,
it was terrible.
Big time.
I want to say it was terrible because I'm a Drake, but it was terrible to
It was terrible
the
to
hype
the
you.
standard.
Yeah, to the hype he tried to put around it. You know what I mean? The only song I highlight bling, one dance, but you fire and desire. Like I just used that for example. You see okay, let's go 2018 Scorpion. You see how he hyped that up. I feel like with Scorpion, what messed that up was his beef with Pusha T and Kanye, because everybody was expecting, oh, he gonna respond back to the shocking reveal of his son.
It was a good album though. Just the fact that
It was good. It was a good album, but it couldn't be album of the year because of the hype and the expectations behind it. So he dropped Certified Lover Boy. The hype is gone now. It's not gonna compare to J. Cole unless we go back and really listen to it and be like, maybe, but I can't see nothing beating this album this year. I can't, no matter who the artist. Drake, I don't care if Beyonce herself drops an album. It's not gonna outdo it. I don't care if the Yin Yang Twins come back and drop an album. It's not gonna happen.
That's too much. Man.
All right, now I don't know where that was a bad one.
Beyonce.
But that Beyonce brother,
If Beyonce plays
I just stepped on some toes there, brother.
I don't like Beyonce.
No, I don't.
I
know.
feel you. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan either, but God knows when she drops something, it's so talked
It
about.
always
Takes over the
rockets.
world.
Yeah. I think there's only a few artists that can actually top this year, or
And who is
match that. I think Beyonce is one. I think Drake is one. I think Kendrick is one. That if they drop a project this year, can match or exceed. That's mainly because of the machine that's behind these artists and the popularity that goes on. Now, what I will say is that this album is for Cole is his, to me, is probably his most commercial in terms of having so many quotes on it.
Yeah,
for people
because I don't think 2014 His Drive really caught people's attention like a year later.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like you go on Instagram, like that night. I mean, like once it dropped, I don't think the album was out for an hour before I started seeing quotes on Instagram.
Quotes. I was calling lyrics to you. I was calling lyrics to you.
Yeah. Huh?
Luigi's brother now.
Yeah. See, and that's the most popular one.
and they even go to step forward, promote app, the freestyle. You know how many people I was shocked to quote the freestyle, like that Bill Cosby line. I'm seeing that all over my Facebook. I'm like, damn, like that nothing freestyle. To me. I'ma say it right now. Music lovers, fans, we can debate who can probably, like you said, Beyonce, Drake, could I do this album. The only reason why I can see people not saying this album is album of the year is those fans who, like people like my cousins who's not fans of like lyricism, like they like little, like Lil Baby, Da Baby, track, like therefore too shiesty.
But to speak to that though, I think, even with the people, the fans that, music fans that aren't fans of lyricism, this still reaches out to them because he started getting into that mumble rap and going into that pocket, which we've heard him do that on like a track or two, but he did that a lot on his album. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think even for fans that aren't fans of lyricism, this still appeals to them. But no, I like I said, I think there are only a few artists that would be able to top this, and I would expect Drake to sometime drop that album because there's only so many times you're gonna be able to cut that heart part into your head. His barber gotta be tired.
His hairline gotta be fucked. Like when he grow his hair back, that's just gonna be fucked.
It's gonna be permanently in his head for a while.
I don't know, bro.
I think he will drop. I expect him to drop that. Yeah, I think.
I know he drop a sneak peek. What it was the day before yesterday? Him in the studio. He's dropped a sneak peek of a song. It was cool, but it's just like, bro, it's been 3 months now, and you still hyping this up. What's up? Like you keep on saying, first he said after he healed up, he's dropping it in the summer. Okay, I know the summer is just getting started, but guarantee it's gonna get. Oh, wait till the fall, guarantee. And then at that point again, J. Cole will still have album of the year to me. Maybe maybe money again. That's why I said maybe Moneybag Yo, because I was impressed with that album. But again, it's gonna be J.
Got
Cole.
time today.
Yeah, 2020.
time.
On a person who could probably the only person who could drop an album right now to me is Lil Baby, because Lil Baby going crazy. He's going stupid. That's the only person who could drop an album right now. I was thinking Pooh Shiesty, but nah, Lil Baby right now. If Lil Baby drop an album right now, that probably the only one that could top this album.
I think so too. Honestly, y'all heard Lil Baby's freestyle, right?
No.
Like,
So when y'all say this, y'all are talking in a mainstream sense too, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
So your underground artists don't count in this.
Yeah. Don't bring them, because I bring in big
Because
a lot of artists.
you don't have the machine behind you. Like that's why it's hard to talk about underground artists to match that level or that success, especially in that short period of time. It's been 1 week and this album has done record numbers in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like underground artists aren't doing that.
In Elite Chopper. He's not technically. Well, he don't got no machine behind him. It's just him. And Elite Chopper went crazy.
Is he doing this number like this? Is he doing what Off Season did?
He did it before.
Is he doing it? Is
now?
Like this year he drops. If he were to drop this year, is he doing like matching that or topping it?
Matching it, because commercial appeal. Because those little white kids love him, but he don't got no machine behind him though. But those little white kids love him. They love him. They love him. It's crazy. I know this man. He went to Cordova. That's like the bougiest school ever. And the fact that he got these folks going crazy over him, like, yes, he'll do numbers. And he with United Masters. I guess you can say that's a machine, but not really. Do you consider United Masters as a machine?
Oh, they're a machine, all right. They're only getting stronger by the day. A lot of people on to them, and they're really, heck, they're partnered with 2K. They're the quickest way to get your song on a 2K right now.
Yeah, I mean they are, but I'm not expecting his album to do these numbers in that short period of time. Hell no.
Maybe not, but still, like nobody gonna this album of the year. I'm sorry, album. Do you agree? Album of the year?
So far, yeah.
Album of the year. Janine don't want. Okay. No, okay. No, my Janine.
Hey, it's still so early. It's still so early in the year, G.
Not
I
yet,
can't.
but I don't know. I can't
It's
say
too
that.
early in the year.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Like,
So far,
you talking about
that's
summer.
what I'm saying too, right? Because like
Albums are gonna be like movies this entire summer.
I don't know. Yeah, because if my boy A Boogie with the hoodie drop his album, I might be in the lane. Ooh. I take back my comment.
So let me ask you this though.
Okay.
Criteria for album of the year.
Okay.
Are we talking about sales? Are we talking about streams? Are we combining all of that to say this is album of the year, or just like musically this is what I believe is album of the year?
I said I combine it all for me.
So you're bringing stats in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stats to a certain degree, but I think like playback value, and like, am I gonna revisit this? Because like a lot of artists, their first week, their first couple weeks, huge numbers, and then they never listen to it again just because there's hype behind that artist or hype behind their debut or hype for the fact that they came back. But am I gonna be able? Yeah. So am I gonna be able to live with this album, and am I gonna play it back a few times? Is every time I listen to it, is it gonna hit? Like, that's how I view album of the year for me.
Okay, that's fair. Playback.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Is strong.
Yeah, it's a lot of albums. I probably thought was great at that moment. I did not go back and listen to it, so I see exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's true. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, it's because Big Sean dropped Detroit 2 last year, right? So like,
Yeah, yup.
how many of y'all are still talking about it to right now?
I still listen to it.
Still a
I
good
still
album.
listen to it.
Yeah.
I still listen to it, but I
Or
don't
are
talk
you
about it
talking
though.
about it?
Nah,
That's the thing.
nah,
Are you talking
nah. I'm
about
not talking. I talk about I
Listen to
Decided
it.
before. I talk about I Decided before Detroit 2 or the other album before I Decided. What's that one? Dark Clouds. Paradise Cloud. Well, that album, the one him and Drake and Kanye on. But I talk about I Decided more because that's just more of a connection thing. But yeah, Detroit 2, yeah, you don't hear people talk about it. You don't, and I get that point.
Well, I think part reason though is a lot of people don't talk about Big Sean like that, like in between albums. We'll talk about him when his album drops and around that time. But then once that ages a bit, you're not talking about him, and I don't know why that is. I think if you're talking about the artists that are out right now, not of this current generation of artists, but from his generation, to me, lyrically, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Lyrically, he's one of the best. So I think part reason why some artists aren't spoken about is because we're moving into that era where lyrics aren't important. So when you're talking about artists that are lyrical, they're kind of discarded. That's why like I think this was very interesting from Cole because he's lyrical and he went into the mumble rap mode, right? So it was like it had commercial appeal to it, but he's given those bars, like he's saying like this is it. It's like to me it would be the equivalent of like putting medicine in like candy or something like that for a kid. Like that's what I think Cole did with this album, and that's probably why it'll be spoken about for a while. I think this will have true playback value. I think this one to me, I would say this one is probably going to outdo KOD in terms of how popular it is. I think it will because of the fact that he had those quotes on the album, the fact that uh he went into the mumble rap, and then he was more braggadocious. Like I think all those elements play into why this one will played back more than KOD.
Mm. Yeah, KOD. Yeah, that playback value on KOD is pretty bad right now.
It's my least listened to album from Cole.
Mine too. I think
And
the only song I listen on. The only song I listen on there now is probably ATM and Kevin's Heart. That's it. Those are the only two songs I listen to.
Oh, really? No, if I listen to the album, I'm listening to the entire album. Which I think that's something that a lot of fans don't do nowadays anyway, is listen to complete albums. I think we more so pick different tracks
Songs.
and then and we move on. Which artists are you guys listening to straight through?
Ooh, that's an easy one. Michael Jackson, Drake.
Yep.
I listen to J. Cole straight through except for KOD.
Tiana Taylor.
SZA, Tiana Taylor. Wish her fine both come back and make some music.
Travis Scott album.
Yep.
Patti LaBelle, Big Boogie.
That was so random.
That really
Yeah, hey, Patti LaBelle, if you happen to watch this and you want to be a sugar mama, I love you so much. Big Boogie, if y'all, that's a Memphis rapper I recommend everybody go listen to. Please, I recommend. But I think those are the only artists. Moneybag. Nah, I can't listen to Moneybag all day. I get mad. I get mad. I be ready to fight my ex. Like I get mad, so I can't listen to Moneybag all day.
Y'all like Key Glock?
Key Glock, I could bump Key Glock. Of course, I'm a Memphis native. I gotta bump Key Glock. Block Boy JB, I can play his album back. The only artist album I cannot play back, the only one is Kanye's.
Oh, you mean
Which one?
Which one?
Which album are you talking? Are you talking about his albums just in general, or there's the album in particular? Like I will not say.
Probably like all his albums. The only two albums I could play back full through is Graduation and 808's Heartbreak. But I can't listen to the College Dropout all the way. I can't listen to Life of Pablo all the way. I can listen to
Life of Pablo went hard, bro.
Yeah,
it did went hard.
Back to it, but Life of Pablo went hard.
It did went hard. I just can't. By the time I get to Wolves. By the time I get to Wolves, I'm like, okay, I'm done with that album. Back then I went, but now I'll probably listen to Waves, Wolves, Father Stretch My Hand, and probably like two other tracks I can't think of right now, and then I will turn it off. I play his gospel album on repeat, but on Sundays only. But yeah, only one I can really listen to all the way through is AOA, Heartbreak, and Graduation. The only reason Graduation is because Grand Theft Auto 4 and how they dropped that around that time, and AOA's Heartbreak. Yeah, Dwayne, I see you doing the rock eyebrow. Yeah, you don't remember? Yeah, you know Kanye had a
I didn't play Grand Theft Auto. I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 4, so
yeah. Kanye album, the Graduation album was under heavy. It was under too heavy. It was under.
Oh, I know the Graduation album. I just didn't care for Grand Theft Auto.
No, I'm saying you missed a good game.
It was a good game.
That was a really good game.
But
that one fresh off of San Andreas. Do you think I really cared about 4?
Oh yeah, I love
5 is out. Like,
yeah,
I'm good on 4, bro.
But yeah, but I couldn't play College Dropout. I can't like I listen to all goes down and then I'll turn that album off. And Jesus Walk. That's it. Those two albums, those are the only songs I listen to. I don't even listen to Gold Digger no more, and that was a classic.
Yeah, that's definitely a classic.
Oh, I can listen to Dream all the way through.
Yeah, I can. That's crazy. I can listen to him all the way through, and I can't listen to Kanye. That's sad to me. To me, that's sad to me. The Shawty Rain there is a 10. I could pump that all day. Wale, I can listen to Wale. No, I can't listen to Wale. He gets annoying. He gets annoying at a point.
Y'all can't listen to Wale?
Nah, I can't listen to him.
All the way through? Nah.
Nah, he gets annoying to a point.
Mixtapes?
By the time I get to No Hands, I was like, okay. Oh, bad.
Depends on the mixtape.
Yeah, it depends on the mixtape.
There's
More
some
about
albums I
nothing.
don't listen to all though.
French Montana, the same. I can't listen to him all the way.
Okay. Well, I like artists today. You definitely, to me, you can't do that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Who? Yes, you can. Go listen to Big Boogie right now. I bet I change your life. Pooh Shiesty. When you listen to Pooh Shiesty all the way through, you want to go get a gun and throw a crip the whole time. I'm telling you right now. You better get prepared. Him in Big 30. Though you can listen to them all the way. Lil Baby. You can listen to Lil Baby all the way. His newer stuff, not his old stuff. Like when he first came out 2017, 2018, you can't. But his newer stuff, you can. Like the My Turn album.
Okay. Well, I have to take your word for it because I'm just more into lyricism.
Yeah.
Those artists outside of Baby. See, I'm not into just the vibe music.
About Polo G. Polo G, a lyrics rapper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, yeah.
You like Logic?
Logic?
I can't get into Logic.
Look at Janine.
I can't get into Logic. I don't know what the hell it is.
Janine, why you look like that when he said Logic?
She's not a Logic person. She doesn't like Logic.
I
Janine doesn't like Logic.
When I stopped hating Logic, when he dissed Joyner Lucas. When he dissed him, I was done. I was like, okay, you got too much dip on your chip, sir. You need to sit down, Logic. You is not Eminem. Sit down. You is not Andy Mineo. Sit down.
Yeah. I can't. I can't get into him. And
I know who album I can listen to all the way. Highlight Reel. I can listen to his albums all the way through. Hey, his albums all the way.
Y'all funny. Y'all funny.
I still got a Highlight Reel CD from 2014. I pop in the CD player sometimes. Like, yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all a trip, boy. This actually, this new one, man. Hopefully, y'all can definitely listen to that all the way through and get playback value from that one. I'm very anxious for that to drop. But yeah, I mean, I get what you mean, Derek, in terms of today's rappers. I mean, there's ones you can on an underground tip, but then there's it just depends. If you're talking about a mainstream, like I said, Travis Scott's been a guy I can listen to all the way through for the most part.
I can't.
But,
Okay.
I like his vibe. I like his vibe. But
Meg, I think
I can't listen
she.
to her.
I can't. I can't.
I'll say this.
I can't.
I'm hoping that she drops an album that's like her freestyles. She comes out with an album that's like her freestyles. Yeah. She'll have that playback. She'll have that playback. Lyrically, I think y'all sleep on Meg Thee Stallion lyrically, man.
Yeah.
I think you do.
No,
I think you do.
Nope, not sleep.
I say the latest
Got
night
balls,
showed me. Yeah, the latest night showed me that, but I just can't listen to her album all the way through because the album.
If she was free. Have you listened to her freestyles? Because the way
Yeah, I heard her freshman XL.
Did she freestyle on on a Biggie beat one time? I think she did. I think I heard. Yeah, I heard that freestyle, but nah, I never just. I'm not I don't keep up with Megan, so I never heard her freestyles before. But a lot of people, you're not the first person I heard to say if she do something like her freestyles, it'll be legit. I don't know. When I hear Megan, all I hear is it's so annoying, bro. Like I can't listen to her, man.
Hey, man, it all depends on how you like to look.
What about Kodak?
No,
Can y'all listen to Kodak?
Oh,
Yes and no.
yeah, kind of.
Y'all can't listen to Sniper? Okay, I guess I'm the only one. Okay.
Yeah, I give him a little bit of credit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got some bangers. You know what I'm saying? But
Raw Wave, you can listen to his albums all the way through. You're gonna be depressed, but you can listen to his albums all the way through.
I can't listen to his music. That's exactly why.
Yeah, man. Well, that being said, I guess we know where we stand on this aspect of Jermaine Cole and this tremendous occasion that Cole fans rejoice upon with this interlude and this
Don't do that,
season,
I'm really hurt by my sister right now. Oh my God.
Hey, I feel you guys. I mean, hey, listen, that's the beauty of this show. Everyone's entitled to their thoughts and opinions. And I mean, let my cousin be great, man. Okay. The Queen of Clatchet has her southern roots. I get it. I understand, J. Cole's a hybrid, he's a southern rapper who's not completely southern. He's a mixed breed. I get it. I got you. I feel you. So I mean, I get it. But nonetheless, well, it has been quite a party on tonight, and I mean, we would love to keep you guys around. But real quick, go around, guys. Tell the people where to find you, all that good stuff, man. Because got on here a little longer than we wanted to, but still, we had some fun. And so, tell the people where they can find y'all, man.
Oh, me first. Okay, Instagram _SSG SSJG Chucky Son. That means Super Saiyan God form. That's my Instagram. Let me see. You can also find me on YouTube. This is everything, Charles. I'm a gamer. I be getting it in. Mostly my content is mostly Mortal Kombat. Y'all can catch me on Mondays and sometimes Wednesdays. But yeah, catch me there. Hope you square. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Throwback.
Yes, sir.
Guys, since he went first, Instagram, Nina Soul, Nina with 2 I's, Soul, SOL. I have links to everything there. And yeah.
Love it.
All right, you guys. You can follow me on Twitter, the 901 Prince, Instagram at Vibing with the 90s. If you want to see my silly acting stuff, you can follow me on YouTube. It's Tremont, TRAMONT. And also, you want to see my TikTok, it is Tremont And guys, man, and also you can find me on otsguys.com where you can find this incredible, all the incredible podcasts like Pass the Ox and everything else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can follow me, my personal page, Derrick, DERRICK, the black way to spell it, Derrick_OTS. You can follow me there, but mainly I want you guys to follow the OTS page at OTS Guys, all platforms, social media platforms, definitely YouTube. Look us up on there. Follow the shows that we have on there. And that's pretty much it. OTSguys.com as well. You can see some more in-depth things and articles. We have some more articles coming for you on there, so check everything out.
You already know, man. You already know. Make sure you follow your boy on Twitter at Highlight Life, HILITE Life, Instagram as well, Highlight Life, HILITE Life. And yeah, man, real quick, shout out to, speaking of OTS, ladies and gentlemen, we do have an official battle coming for fans, ladies and gentlemen. RIP to DMX. We got DMX going one-on-one with the one and the only Busta Rhymes, ladies and gentlemen. That will be coming to you live right there on YouTube. So make sure you are facing and checking out and subscribing to YouTube at otsguys.com, youtube.com/OTS Guys, ladies and gentlemen. And make sure you tune in live May 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You're going to catch Darren in the building. You're going to catch yours truly on the DJ 1s and 2s. Catch Janean in the building. Panelists, all kind of people ready to rip and rock and celebrate these two amazing artists and what they bring to the table. So, nonetheless, without further ado, guys.
That ain't it.
You know what? I know it's been a long night. I know it's been out here all night. But you can't tell me it wasn't.
Don't forget the real though.
You can't tell me we didn't do our thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, at the
I
end
bet
of
you
the
won't
day,
turn me up. What's
ladies
that
and
you
gentlemen,
bumping?
listen,
It ain't
we just
vibing
doing
hard
our
enough.
thing.
No. Check my
I didn't even
playlist,
mean to play the
guaranteed you
lyrics.
ain't
I don't know why
from
the
the
lyrics
indies to the main
Why
streets.
do the lyrics
Past that.
display? But anyway,
Bobbing
still,
through your box.
I just want to say thank y'all so much. We want to say thank y'all so much. It has been a lengthy episode, but we love y'all. If you're listening and you stuck with us, you a real one. We appreciate y'all through all ways, shapes, and forms. And until the next time, I guess we gave y'all a big episode because we've been away for a while. We'll just say that was what it was. Yeah, okay, cool. So until next time, y'all, it's your boy Dwayne, joined by Janean, Darren, Derrick, and Sir Charles. Until the next time, we officially pass the ox to you.